Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 288. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding show in store for you. Today's show topic is titled Leveling Up Your Mental Game. 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. Leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. Now, as an entrepreneur, we know if our mental game isn't strong, then our entrepreneur game definitely won't be strong. So we have to make sure that we take care of our mental game and we continue to level up. So that's what we're going to be discussing on today's show. Now, before we get to today's episode, though, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome any first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Also, make sure you stick around until the end of today's show, and I'm going to share all of my social media contact information and also my resource links, such as links to my book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses, and also my e-commerce platforms I've designed to help circulate dollars in the Black community. So now today we want to talk about leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. You know, it's funny, as this topic came up, I was discussing this with some of the Brand Builder Academy members the other night. And I also actually had this as a topic to discuss later on in the year. But I figured maybe that was the reason that it came up during the session the other night. So I wanted to discuss leveling up your mental game, 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. So, and they're in no particular order. So one of the things I always used to tell my kids when they were little was if you can control this coconut on the top of your shoulders, you'll be able to control anything. So being able to have that right mental framework, that right mental attitude is paramount to the success for an entrepreneur. And so the first thing that I want to talk about, or out of the 8 tips, is take time each morning for quiet time or meditation. Take time to think each morning for quiet time or meditation. Now, I did a show I called it Think, Create, and Execute. That's the only thing entrepreneurs do. We think, we create, and then we execute. Now, most times we don't take enough time to think because all we're trying to do is do. We're trying to create, and then we're trying to execute, which is probably one of the most important things to becoming a successful entrepreneur. But you can't do any of that without thinking. So take time to think each morning, some quiet time. So I shared with the group the other night that I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. And the first thing I do is I come in my office. I don't look at my phone. I don't look on my computer. I don't check my emails or anything like that. I'll come in my office, and I have a couch in my office at the house, and I'll sit down or either lay back, and I'll do that for about 30 to 45 minutes. And I'll just start thinking about things that I need to do today. And I already know what I need to do because I take care of that the night before. But I start thinking about things that I need to do today, how to approach that. And also, this is a period of time for me when a lot of ideas and solutions come to me. It's a quiet time. It's a time of peace. And so here on the East Coast of the United States, wherever you're listening to this from, when it's wintertime at 5 a.m., it's dark outside. Okay, so that's a nice quiet time for me to be able to just contemplate, meditate, and prepare for the day. So tip number 1, take the time to think each morning. You can use meditation. You can just sit down and lay and relax, kick your legs up or whatever. You can even do it in the bed. Okay, if you're in the bed, but take some quiet time and remove yourself from everything, excuse me. Don't even turn your phone on or anything like that. Just remove yourself. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, control your work environment. You want to eliminate distractions. Okay, distractions will mess you up mentally. So make sure you have a workplace that's conducive for success, being distraction free. And you also need to have the needed resources at the location. So if you're in a workplace and you don't have the tools that you need to be successful, that's not going to help you out. That's not going to help your mental game. So if you need to have a printer there, make sure you have a printer, a fax machine, whatever you need. Make sure you have the resources. Also, one of the things is, guys, I know this works for me. When my office is clean and neat, I seem to be more efficient. Now, many times I got tons of papers. It's funny. My wife will come in my office, and she's like, oh, my goodness, and then close the door right away because I got tons of papers all over my desk. And I have product in my office, my e-commerce business. And so, try to keep your work environment neat also, clean and neat, because that's going to help improve your productivity and also affect your mental game. Okay, tip number 3. Okay, identify and remove toxic people from your life. Identify and remove toxic people from your life. Now, I actually was going to do a whole show on this, but I'm just going to break it down right now shortly. And so I categorize people in 4 categories: family, friends, foes, and fools. I'm going to repeat that. Family, friends, foes, and fools. Okay, so you want to remove toxic people from your life. What toxic people do basically is they drain you. Okay, and it's a very simple secret of most successful people. They know how to remove people, the power of removal. Okay, all successful people have the ability to remove toxic people and bloodsuckers from their life, people who drain you of your time and your energy and your passions. So remove the bloodsuckers from your life. Now, once again, I categorize this into 4 types of people. All right, family, friends, foes, and fools. Okay, family. Number 1, you can't totally remove them because they're your family. You can't pick your family. So many times, though, family members have the multiple designations like foes, foes or fools. Okay, so with your family, once again, you can't pick it. But here's one of the things that I used to do. Now, with my wife, when we first got married, excuse me, as a young entrepreneur, my wife didn't understand the fluctuations or ups and downs that an entrepreneur is going to have. So many times her attitude would be like, oh my goodness, it was a negative attitude, not on purpose, but she just wasn't accustomed to that. So one of the things that I had to do, I used to tease her all the time. I said, look, I'm going to put you in the corner and not pay attention to you because your negative comments and things of that nature aren't helping me to level up my business. So I know you may be, have some feeling some type of way or whatever, but I'm putting you right in the corner, not physically, but mentally. I'm ignoring you. I'm not paying attention to that negativity. Okay. And that's family. All right. That was my wife until she understood what she signed up for with a serial entrepreneur. So once again, this is tip number 3, identify and remove toxic people from your life. And many times those toxic people can come in the form of family. Now, you can't totally remove them. It depends. If you live with them, you can't totally remove them. But you want to get that toxicity away from you. Okay, so that's the family part. Then you have the friends. Okay, friends support you no matter what. You want to definitely make sure you classify the right people as friends. Some people who you think are friends really aren't your friends. Okay, some people see you as an entrepreneur doing positive things, and then they start to reflect on themselves and may have some envy or jealousy because you're trying to live out your dream and live out your passion. So your friends, make sure they're true friends. Okay, people that have been there before you even started your business. Normally it'll be people that'll be there after your business. Keep your circle tight. All right, so we're talking that this is number 3, and the whole subject or topic today is leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. Number 1 was take time each morning to think. Number 2, control your work environment. And we're on number 3 right now, which we're breaking into 4 parts. Identify and remove toxic people from your life. So you have family, you have friends, we just went over, you have foes. These are haters. Excuse me, these are people that will try to sabotage your business, overtly or covertly. So now in the e-commerce business, just for an example, there are people out there that may compete with you with the same type of product. They may go and have people go and put negative reviews about your product on Amazon and give you 1-star reviews to tank your products. So when I talk to people, and that's why I don't tell people what are the name of my brands, because I don't want to give anybody that power. Oh man, Jay's over there tripping, man. I got something for him. Yo, let me get 10 people to go to one of his brands on Amazon and give 1-star reviews and tank his product, and then what's in effect, tank my paper. All right, tank my money. So foes are haters that'll try to sabotage your business overtly or covertly. And sometimes you don't know who these people are. So you have to have the power of discernment. Okay, you know who your family is. Okay, biologically, you know who your family are. All right, so you got family, friends, foes, and fools. And the last one we're going to talk about is fools. They don't understand your aspirations and motivations to be an entrepreneur. So you have to remove them totally from your life. All right, you can keep them at a distance, but these are the people that don't understand. They're not trying to understand. They don't want to understand. All they know is what they know. So tip number 3, identify and remove toxic people from your life. And most people fall into 4 categories: family, friends, foes, and fools. So have that discernment to identify who is who, and you have to remove toxic people. Once again, the secret of successful people is they know is called the power of removal. So all successful people have the ability to remove toxic people and bloodsuckers, people that always want something, from their life. People who drain you of your time, your energy, and your patience. You don't want to have these type of people in your life, okay? You don't have to be mean to them, but you just remove them, okay? Tip number 4, make learning a hobby, okay? Make learning a hobby. I talk on the show all the time about there's no such thing as standing still. You're either going forwards or backwards. And so you need to make learning a hobby, make it fun. So if there's a certain way you like to learn, if you like to read, be a voracious reader. Read all of the stuff you can about entrepreneurship, business ownership, self-improvement, whatever you want to focus on. But make learning a hobby. If you like to watch videos, then curate some videos that are going to help you level up your mental game. So once again, guys, if you're not going forward, you're going backward. Standing still does not exist because everybody else is in motion. Okay? You got to either be in motion going forward or you're going to be in motion going backward by default. All right? So make learning a hobby. It's something that you need to do. One of the things that I enjoy doing is when I talk about quiet time in the morning, I also have quiet time in the evening. When possible, I try to do it every day. And a lot of times I'll sit there and read, not in the bed, but I'll read downstairs before I go upstairs in the bed. So make learning a hobby. And I don't read for fun. My wife always said everything you read is business, marketing, science. The only thing that I do really read for fun is, I'll read, sports blogs, boxing blogs, NFL, football and stuff, ESPN blogs. But I really don't read for fun too much because I just enjoy entrepreneurship so much. All right. So that's tip number 4. And today we're talking about leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve your mental health for entrepreneurs. Leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve mental health for entrepreneurs. Number 5, decompress at the end of each day. All right, now I start the day, like I said, getting my meditation on, my quiet time to myself. But another thing that I do each day that I find very helpful is decompress at the end of each day. And I always talk about release, rest, recharge. Release what you've done for the day. You may have had a hectic day today. Release that. What do they say? Woosah. Yeah, release that. Release that, rest. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean physical rest per se, but mental rest. Okay, let it go and rest, and then you need to be able to recharge. So that's what happens, guys, when we sleep with our brains. It acts and body, it recharges. And if you don't get enough rest, if you don't decompress and you're stress filled at the end of each day and go to bed like that, it's not a good thing. So try to decompress at the end of each day. Release, rest, and recharge so you can get ready for tomorrow where you on your A game. You ever have like not enough sleep? You're tired and then you can't even think straight because you're so tired because you're going so hard. You know, I hear a lot of these gurus talking about, oh, I only sleep 4 hours a night. Now, if you can function off of 4 hours a night, then God bless you and that's great. But most people need more sleep so they're recharged, so they're able to function at maximum capacity. So there's an old fable, and I hope I say this right or I remember it. But it was a tree cutting contest. I forgot where I read this, but it was very interesting to me. So one person kept sawing and sawing and sawing. They're trying to cut through these big trees. And the other guy was sawing and sawing and sawing. And then his saw started to get a little dull. So what he did was he stopped and sharpened his saw and ended up winning the race. Where the other guy was still taking that same saw that was getting duller and duller and duller, you know, and this was a big log, like a lumberjack type of log. And he kept, so I can't remember what fable it was, but it was a moral to the story is sometimes you have to pull back, sharpen your blade so you can come in first, as opposed to just the constant trying to saw through that log. You know, your blade is getting dull, you getting tired. And it's taking you more effort to do that as opposed to pulling back, sharpening the blade, and then finish cutting that log faster than the other person. So you got to release, rest, and recharge and get ready for tomorrow. All right, so that was decompress at the end of each day. That was number 5. Number 6, and this is all about mental, family. Remember your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you being an entrepreneur and going through the trials and tribulations that you're going through? Okay, when you're going through something and you think of your why, it allows you to push through the bad times. Man, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for my legacy. I'm doing this so I can have a better life for my children and my children's children. Why are you doing this? So remember your why. So that makes a whole heck of a lot of difference. Like I said, and I always talk about pinpoint monetize your genius. If you're creating a business just to chase money, that's not conducive for you to run and jump over barriers or run through doors or whatever. But if you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're talented about, then that's going to coincide with your why. Why are you doing it? And what I'm doing it because of my family, but I'm doing something that I'm passionate about and something that I'm talented in. So that exponentially increases your chances of success versus just chasing money. All right, so that's number 6. Number 7, exercise. And I know we're talking about mental, leveling up the mental game, but exercise improves your physical and mental health, and it also helps you sleep in your mood. Okay, so sometimes when you've been in the office all day, you're stressed out, you need to go and release that. Okay, go exercise, hit the heavy bag. I got a heavy bag downstairs. I go hit the heavy bag. I go lift some weights. When it's nice out, I go run. So the endorphins in your body, it changes your whole mood. So you ever see like when a kid is mad and, you know, you tell them go run around the house for whatever, you know, go punch the heavy bag or something like that. After they finish that, they're tired and they're not as mad anymore because it changes your mental level. Okay, so number 7 is exercise. It improves your physical and mental health and helps you sleep, and it improves your mood. And number 8, all right, and this is real big, especially for any of you young entrepreneurs out there that are just starting out on your path and you're comparing yourself to your peers. Number 8, follow your own path. Don't compare yourself to others. All right, what that does, all that does, if you do compare yourself to others, that can increase your stress. So reduce your stress. You're competing with yourself. You're not competing with other people. Okay? You got to remember that. Now, I know human nature is, oh, we got out of college together. This person is working at Goldman Sachs. This one is over there at Google. This one is over there at somewhere else, starting out at $80,000. And somebody else could be an entrepreneur starting out from scratch. So I've had this conversation with my oldest daughter when she got out of college. Her thing was, my friend, one of my friends is at Google. One of my friends is at LinkedIn or whatever. One of my friends is such and such. And I said, that's good. I said, that's the path that they decided to choose. And everybody needs to walk their own path. I said, trust me, 2 years out, 3 years, 5 years, 4 years, you're not going to care what they're doing because you're going to be focused on what you're doing. But when you get out of college, it's a competition. It's not a real competition, but everybody's checking to see, oh, man, what are they doing? How much are they making? As opposed to doing and creating your own path and following what you're supposed to be doing in life. I'm going to tell you a recipe for disaster and disappointment is following what somebody else wants you to do or trying not to follow your own path to keep up with somebody else. And the funny thing is, you're trying to keep up with somebody else when they're actually on the path they're supposed to be on. And you're trying to follow them because maybe their quote unquote job looks better. They work for a Fortune 500 company. They have a high salary or whatever it is. And you're looking at yourself as an entrepreneur and you're like, man, I can't rub two nickels together. But if that is your path, that is your path. There's a reason that you chose that path, just like there's a reason that other people chose their paths. Okay, so number 8, follow your own path. Blaze your own trail. Don't worry about what the next man or the next woman is doing. Something I always told my kids, you never covet, meaning want or desire. You never covet what another man has because you don't know what comes with it. You never covet what another man has because you don't know what comes with it. So perfect example, and I was just using this, talking to my buddy yesterday, when my son Aaron was sick with brain cancer. On the outside, he got diagnosed at 6 months and we lost him at 17 months old. And so from the outside, we had 3 beautiful kids, decent house, couple of cars. People would see us. Oh, yeah, this is a nice family. They look like they're doing well. But on the inside, they didn't realize the stress and the pressure and the heartache and just the pain and suffering that we were going through watching our baby boy battling this cancer. We look good from the outside. And so I tell people, never, ever covet what anybody else has because you don't know what comes with it. Don't want to be Jay Jones. That's what I tell people. Now, you don't want to be me. You be yourself. Okay? Because Jay Jones is going through things in life that, weren't designed for you. All right. So you do you. Let me do me. Everybody does themselves. So follow your own path. All right. So before I'm going to do a quick recap. But before that, let me give out the social media contact information, also my resources. And I also have another special note that I want to share with the BEB family. My new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. So you can go to anewblackwallstreet.com, pick yourself up a copy. There's a digital version and the print version. If you ordered a print version recently, I've sold out and I'm waiting for the next order to come in, which should be early this week. So please bear with me. Now, if you need additional assistance building your successful, sustainable e-commerce business, please check out my compatible online course. It's a flagship course called educatedecommerce.com. Go to educatedecommerce.com and you can enroll in the course. Also, once again, family, this is all about building an economic power base in the black community. That's what the BEB family is about. So I've created 2 platforms to help us do so. The first one is for black product producers who want to connect with black consumers worldwide, and it's called BeSmartByBlack.com. BeSmartByBlack.com. It is free to upload your products, and now you can connect with black consumers and sell your products worldwide to black consumers. Now, if you are a freelancer, if you do anything like Fiverr.com or or freelancer.com, I've created another platform for you called hireblackfreelancers.com, HIRE, blackfreelancers.com. And it is the same concept. It is free to upload your information, and you can connect and sell your services to black-owned businesses and consumers that are looking to hire a black freelancer. Also, if you need to book me or request me to speak at one of your events, be it a church, college, university, organization, or whatever, or for my book talk, you can go to bookjjones.com, bookjjones.com, fill out the short form, and I'll get right back to you. Now, I know this is a mouthful, so you can go to BEB Connect, bebconnect.com, and all of this contact resource information will be on that page. It is a page on my website. Go to bebconnect.com. Also, my social media contact information. If you want to reach out to me, please do. Anything long, hit me on email at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. That's JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Hit me on Facebook. Go to Facebook, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Twitter, jjones001, JAYJONES001. Instagram, jjones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, family, because I'm coming out 2020 with a lot more YouTube videos. I got my studio just about set up, and now we're going to be doing short how-to videos where you can take actionable steps. This is going to be additional content that's not included on the podcast. So go to YouTube and then type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and make sure you subscribe. Also, LinkedIn. Go connect with me on LinkedIn. Look for J Jones. Type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I talked about bookjjones.com if you want to book me. And once again, all of this information is also on bebconnect.com, bebconnect.com. All of that information and all the links are right there. And I also just want to note too, the BEB Elite Mastermind. I talked about it all last week on the show. If you're a six-figure business, low six-figure business that want to go to a mid six-figure business, this is the mastermind for you. Mid six-figure business that wants to go to a high six-figure business, this is the mastermind for you. High six-figure business that wants to go to a seven-figure business, this is the mastermind for you. Go to BEB, EliteMastermind.com, BEB, EliteMastermind.com, and you can apply there. This is only for 10 people that are looking to level their business up, experienced entrepreneurs that are doing over 6 figures in revenue a year, looking to eventually take it to 7 figures. Now, I said last week, if you're a low 6-figure business, you're not going to level up to 7 figures right away. You got to go through the steps. There's levels to the game. So, but this is for serious entrepreneurs, and it is a 5-month BEB Elite Mastermind group. So it's a finite ending period. It starts February 4th, and I believe it ends June 23rd. There are going to be 11 sessions, and it's every other Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, starting on February 4th, I believe is the date. But just go to BEBEliteMastermind.com. I have a short video there that explains the whole mastermind concept. And if it's something that you're looking to do, if you're 6 figures and you can't get to 7, or if you're low 6 and you can't get to mid or high 6, this is the group for you. It is an application process. It's only 13 quick questions. We want to have synergies in the group because that's what the mastermind group is all about. It's using the synergies of everybody in the group, the experiences, the talents, and the skills to help us be accountable to move our business to the next level. So go to BEBEliteMastermind.com if you're interested and check out the video. And if it's for you, go ahead and apply to join the actual group. All right, we're in the last quarter of today's episode. I just want to rehash what we talked about real quick, and it was leveling up your mental game, 8 tips to improve your mental health for entrepreneurs. Once again, guys, sometime in the black community, we kind of, poo-poo mental health. So we need to make sure that our mental health is strong. And if you need help, and you need to talk to somebody, make sure you do that. Okay, because without the mental, there's nothing else after that. Without the mental, you're not going to take care of the physical. So make sure you take care of yourself, guys. And once again, there's nothing wrong if you feel you need to talk to somebody or see somebody about your mental health issues, please do so. So number one, real quick, we're just going to rehash. Take time to think each and every morning. Take 15, 30, 45 minutes, whatever you can spare. Just go in a quiet place and either meditate or just think about what you have to do today. Just soak in the atmosphere. Just be grateful. You got another day to experience. You can create something in this day. Be grateful for the day that you have and prepare to go out there and rule the day. You need to make sure that your mind is clear. And I guarantee you, family, things and all types of solutions will come to you when you're at that state of rest or that state of peace. Number two, control your work environment. You need to eliminate distractions. Make sure you have a workplace, that's conducive for success. Okay, if you have a workplace that's not conducive for success, guess what? It's going to affect your success. All right, you need to have the resources at your location and also try to keep it clean and neat. People may not believe this, but that actually does help your productivity. Number three, all right, oh my gosh, and identify and remove toxic people from your life. Once again, I categorize people in 4 categories: family, friends, foes, and fools. Family, you know what that is. You can't really deal with them, but you can put them in the corner, so to speak. Friends, you can't pick your family, but you damn sure can pick your friends. So make sure you pick your friends wisely. And not everybody who approaches you as a friend is a friend. Foes, they're out there to sabotage you. Okay, put negative things in your ear. Things like that, sabotaging your business or your mindset. Okay. And fools, once again, we know who they are. You definitely just want to eliminate them right off the muscle, because a fool isn't going to do anything positive for you. All right. And once again, a lot of these characters or people can have multiple designations under these 4 categories. And once again, I think Oprah Winfrey said something like that the secret of successful people is having or knowing the power of removal. All successful people have the ability to remove toxic people and bloodsuckers from their life. People who drain you of your time, your energy, and your patience. So identify and remove toxic people from your life was number 3. Number 4, make learning a hobby. Make it fun to learn. Okay, once again, if you're not going forward, family, you're going backwards. Make it fun to learn. How do you like to learn? Do you like to read? Do you like to listen to things? Do you like to watch things? Make it fun. All right. So make that a hobby. Number 5, decompress at the end of each day. So you just heard me on number 1 was take time to think in the morning and meditate. And now you're going to do it at the end of the day. Decompress at the end of each day. Release, rest, and recharge. Release what you went through today. If it was a stressful day, release that. Okay, rest. Come to a state of rest so you can recharge and be ready to get at it the next morning. Number 6, remember your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you taking on this entrepreneurial journey? Okay, why are you blazing this trail? Is it for your family? Is it for your finances? Is it to provide a better life and a legacy for your last name, not your first name? So why? What is your why? Remember your why. Number 7, exercise. And I know we're talking about mental, but physical exercise helps it helps you mentally. Physical exercise helps you mentally. And number 8, follow your own path. Don't compare yourself to others. What's for you is for you. What's for somebody else is for somebody else. And never covet what anybody has, no matter how good it looks from the outside, because you don't know what comes with it. All right. Follow your own path. All right. And what happens is when you follow your own path, that reduces the stress. The competition isn't between you and your buddy. It's now between yourself. You're competing with yourself. You're not competing with anybody else, because my path is not the same path that's designated for somebody else. All right. Today's show topic, family, leveling up your mental game. 8 tips to improve your mental health for entrepreneurs. Now, before I close out, guys, I say this each and every week, but I got to say it because it's the truth. man, each and every week we get more and more downloads, and that's attributed all to the BEB family. I want to thank you personally for that. And please continue to spread the word about the podcast and the blog. And also, thank you very much. I forgot to say it last week for I was actually my business or the podcast was rated one of the top must listen to black podcasts in 2020 by the Black Detour. So I want to thank the Black Detour for recognizing and acknowledging my work. And I want to thank the BEB family for allowing me to share my experiences and the experiences of other entrepreneurs on the show. But please continue to spread the word, social media, word of mouth, whatever you need to do. Also, just one last reminder, I'm going to be speaking at the State of Black Charlotte, March 14th in Charlotte, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. State of Black Charlotte. It's going to be a great event. So make sure you get your tickets. Go check out State of Black Charlotte. You'll find it on social media, Instagram, and you'll be able to pick up your tickets there to enter in. But I'm doing a workshop, and it's all about building a business that's suited for you. So make sure if you're in the Charlotte area, Saturday, March 14th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., it's going to be a whole lot of great things out there for the community. We're going to have different speakers. There are going to be all types of events, things for children and the community. So State of Black Charlotte, March 14th, 2020, and 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Love you guys. I'll see you same time next week. Peace.